For those who don't know who I might be talking to, I have the boys from
What's up,
Joint
Joint
Empire
Empire
Troop.
That's us.
What's up,
Got
man?
K.So
Howdy.
and Palm.
Yes, sir. Palms.
Palms.
Yeah, like the tree.
Oh, both of them. 2 palms.
Multiple.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
double
sir.
slaps.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
double slaps.
Yeah.
Just
When
get
you
on
turn evil,
Yeah.
you start
Bah,
slapping.
bah.
You get 2 of them.
Why they call them palms?
Y'all
You want to ask that
Y'all
question?
wanna find out.
You don't want to ask that question.
Nah.
Bro, he gave them palms, son.
But anyway, we're here off the release. When it ain't been released yet, right?
Nah,
No,
man,
it hasn't. When's the date for the
Coming
release?
out June 10th.
Yeah.
June 10th.
Coming up, man. We got around 3 more days.
3 more days.
It's been a long work in progress, man.
Now, when did y'all start this?
Well, we didn't know that we were gonna make this album until probably about like what 8 to 10 months ago.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we have songs on it that we've had we made 2 years ago. Songs we made
I got you.
kind of way back, and then songs that we just made this year that we're yeah, let's slide that on there. So it's kind of been we've been making it
2-year
for
work
2
in progress,
years,
pretty
but
much.
yeah.
I'll call it. Yeah, most of the songs that we had on there were pretty old.
Yeah.
So back from the second Martian days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's from the vault, son.
Yeah.
Vault
Damn.
stuff.
Vault
Yeah, no.
stuff.
That was
That's Disney
COVID and
Vault
pre-COVID
status.
music.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We're gonna see what it's gonna look like, because most, and I'm not gonna say most, I'm gonna say a good portion of songs that have came out during the COVID time.
Oh, we're pretty confident. We're pretty confident with this. I wouldn't call it COVID music.
Okay.
I would say
Nah. It was just made during that
Yeah.
time. It wasn't like.
this is
Okay.
it's summertime now. We're out.
Yeah.
We can do everything we want now, basically, kind of.
Now, do we have any features on this?
Only a couple, really.
We got Chase Rhyme.
Okay.
He's on 2 of them. We got quite a few ladies on it. We got Jess Kuchar. She's on the title track, Lost in
Okay.
Space. We got Maddie Graves. She's one of our great friends. She's on a song called Space Casanova. Of course,
Names are dope.
yeah. Of course, Grace Tamale. She's on our song Fashion. She's just, in the background vibing. And then actually there's a little funny cameo on the interlude piece. It's actually my cousin Angel. And yeah, he's just basically just spatting out nonsense about space and consciousness and time, and it's trippy. But
So it seems like a good pothead album in a way. You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
album.
What type of mood do I have to be in when I'm
There's
playing
a
this?
song
I'm
I think
vibing.
on there for every kind of mood, though. It's not just kind of a one mood piece. This is what I like about it. It's kind of, you got some really high energy, makes you want to go move and dance type shit and bop your head. You got other stuff that makes you want to go punch somebody. You got stuff that
I
makes
like
you
that.
want to go sleep
I like that.
and chill.
Who the fuck you punching in space?
It don't matter, bro. Just sometimes you want to get crunk.
Aliens, man. You got to watch out for aliens,
You know
bro.
what I'm
You
saying?
know?
They don't know about our crunk life back in, on
that's the
Earth.
thing too, is that now we're bringing a story with our album. So I know, on the Enjoy shirts that we're wearing, the Afro dudes, they're called the Chebis. It's like a whole race of aliens that are musically inclined.
The
and
Chubbas?
The
Chebis.
Chebis. So the V or B?
Yeah,
Chebis.
CH
Yeah.
EBIS.
Yeah, they're like, I'll just give you a brief background. They're like musical beings of outer space. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
The story is we go into space, we kind of go into cryo sleep for too long, get lost, and then they abduct us. They find out that we're endowed with music, and so are they. So then we combine our forces, and then they send us out to bring music to the galaxy. So
fucking lit.
that's the premise of the whole story.
the little side stories and those little trials and tribulations of going through space, of course,
Yeah.
mixed in there. But
It's kind of a funny story because I drew it. I made it. Back in high school, this was like after soccer practice. My shower door is like a glass shower door. And I fell while I was showering. I hit my face, and I just rolled my face. And I was like, oh, man. And I looked at it, and it just looked like that face. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to draw that. So, since high school, I've been drawing this dude. And then finally, when we started Joint Empire Troop, it was like, all right.
Logo.
Yeah, what's your logo? Do you want to be, just 2 guys making music, or should we be, let's like a cartoon be the one that's making the music and like bring it out, because it's like just two guys making music that's kind of been done, you know.
Right.
So, but how about like a whole alien race of just music that's coming out? So that's what the whole premise of it is. Actually.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It was a lifelong dream for both of us to be cartoon characters. So, you know, and
That's
like I
cool.
grew up watching the Gorillas and all their dope music videos, and they were able to kind of like
Daft
mix
Punk.
reality with cartoons and stuff, and that was something I've always wanted to do. And luckily, you know, we were able to make it happen, which was really cool. So, you know, just cartoon music videos.
If you was to come to me and tell me that it looks like when I first originally saw it, it looks like an old lady.
I can kind of see that, like an old like
Black lady.
lunch lady with some
like a
glasses
grandma
on,
that
with,
don't want
with,
you in
like,
that
nah,
shit.
she just got her eye exam done.
Yeah.
So she had, like, really big, huge, like, eyeglasses on.
Call you a child.
Botox too. She's doing heavy Botox. She's still trying to be young.
The lips.
She's got the Dolly
Yeah.
Parton lips.
Yeah.
The Dolly Parton lips.
Remind me of that one guy
I
that
can
does
see that.
the parodies of women putting on lipstick on their Botox lips, and they just put two sausages on links and just be in them.
But yeah, so those guys, well, I guess these lunch ladies are musical beings of the galaxy.
galaxy.
So,
And it's kind of cool too, because we just released Chase Rhymes' album NASA, so it's kind of part of the musical universe that we're creating. You know, we found him along the way while we were lost in space, made music together, and then it's kind of funny, ironic that Void Hayes' first album, that was all space as well, you know, and that was kind of like our first like. Kind of like the like, you know, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, into Avengers type stuff. But at first you don't know that everything's connected. But then like if you look into it, like everything's kind of
there were some bars in NASA that Chase spit that was explaining that. So
yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
very cool.
So it's one of those got to listen to both albums
Yeah.
to get the whole story anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I already listened to Chases, so I'm waiting for y'all.
Gas, bro. So good, man.
You guys just put your work in it.
Yeah, we
You guys
did.
put
We
your work
did.
in it, boy.
But I mean, we put our work in, but Chase makes it really easy. You know, he comes in totally prepared, man, and he's a class act in the studio. He's just a all-around professional. So, you know, he comes in ready to go, and it really doesn't take too long. We spend more time probably editing, like making sure everything's kind of leveled out right, rather than him being actually in the booth, because you know.
That's how
I mean,
it
the
goes.
times
One
I've seen,
take Chase, man, really.
yeah, there's times I've seen. I see just walk in once, and then y'all just at
It
the
doesn't
computer.
take long, man.
Just
Yeah.
the entire time.
It takes like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
45 minutes to actually get all the recordings down for him, and probably about another like 45 minutes to an hour just making sure everything sounds good, and you know.
I think when I hit y'all up, I'm gonna be like taking
Bro,
my
they're fire.
time. Yeah, cause I want to actually like go through the whole actually go through the emotion. Because I realize how certain people write their music, they have to actually go through life and then come back
That's true.
and hit that.
That's facts,
That's
man.
what we recommend to people. Like, go live life,
Yeah.
get stories, and then come back and then take all those stories and put
That's
them.
all art form.
Get inspired.
Yeah,
you know?
go get inspired and then come back and do
Yeah,
something.
live life, because I mean you can't just lock yourself in a place and expect to write some new stuff. You know?
Right.
You got to go out there and you got to get some life experience. Good and bad. It can't all just be butterflies.
What's
and
y'all's
sunflowers.
process as far as writing? Like, are y'all like group settings, or do y'all do more of
So,
like, I want to be by myself type
It's kind
deal?
of a mix of everything, really.
Yeah, there's a couple songs like say like our first song, "Lost in Space," that has me, Cam, and it has Jess Kuchar on it. That one was kind of just sitting, all right, what do you feel like this song is? And then it came into fruition, just sitting there listening to it over and over and over. And then me and Jess put our pieces down, and then Cam heard it, and he's like, oh, man, now I think it should add this, And then he comes in with his kind of formula.
But the thing is, though, is it's not just one way of doing it. Like, we have many. Cause,
that was just one song, but that's...
Yeah, because, I mean, there's, the cool part about, having a partner and everything, man, what I do is his, and what he does is mine. So, I'll make a song, and he'll be like, oh, this is awesome, this needs to go on this piece or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he'll put his 2 cents in, and then it'll be ours, and it'll be done. you know, or like he'll start a song, I'll finish it, or I'll start a song and he'll finish it, and then we'll, you know, this person would sound really cool on here. Maybe we can get them in the studio, you know, and collab or something. So really, there's no just one formula. There's just the beauty of it. There's like a million different ways to do it. So
I think I got a formula and I might be speaking out of term. I mean, I think I have a formula that will like start making y'all have hits. Yeah. It's research, of course, and then I watch a ton of like if I don't watch a ton of TV, I'll watch or listen to a ton of podcasts. Yeah, it's somewhere playing in the background if I'm not paying attention to it, and
subliminally soaking in
information.
Just
being just
like
be a fly on the wall.
What was the wrestling one? What's that wrestling one you told me about? Where it's like they were talking about how they put real shit in the fake story.
They call them pipe bombs now.
Yeah.
In wrestling terms, they'll say this is a shoot interview. Part of it is fantasy, the other part is realism.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if we can start doing that in our music, I mean, I know they're doing it on the highest level, but if we can start doing that on the local level, where you actually have, I can say this, nobody in this city, and that's just guaranteed, has a album until I hear what you guys got, has an album like that's got an intricate storyline. Like I'm talking about intricate, not just a storyline, but like an intricate one.
That makes me excited for you to listen to ours and see like the whole story come out, because
it took us a while just to
write it.
Write for all the cartoons that we're gonna have and everything, and tied it into some of Chase's and tied it into some of Void's. So
and then we have of course the future albums that are coming up and the future projects that we got.
Because this is, believe it or not, it's our first like full album. It's our debut album.
And are you gonna stick with the cartoon? I really think you should.
Yeah,
stick.
Because I think it'd be really easy to. I mean, as far as like, cause me, I look like a regular dude, I think, and like,
Same.
I feel like people recognize the cartoons a little more, and it's to me it'd be cooler just to be known as a cartoon, and then when they see the shows and stuff, I can have my cartoon playing in the back, like just coinciding with whatever song it goes to, or
Of course, we'll have like some stuff that'll be us and everything, but that'll be more just like the realism side, like you said, between the fantasy and the realism, because people still that's what the vlog webisode videos that we're doing, that just peeps into just our normal lives, versus here's just the cartoon and here's the story of that. Now you get to see the weeks going up to us releasing this album and the work that we do with other people during that time and the gigs that we have during that time and the wing eating competitions that we have in here during that time.
Oh, y'all was filming everything.
We got everything, man. Yeah, we've been filming a lot. So.
I won that, right? Like you have it in there that I won, though.
I guess you gotta wait till next week. To see it.
All right.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, both of y'all's were pretty damn good. It was.
Oh yeah. It was very neck and neck. Oh man, I still remember the wings.
Cam still has to make his peanut butter jelly wings.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
threw
wait
the
for
gauntlet down.
I did.
When we gonna go, bro? Any day. I made some chicken the other day. Some fried chicken the other day. The Korean fried chicken.
Oh yeah. Man, the sauce was buzzing.
Sorry.
Like ever since having him as a roommate, like oh man, it's
I'm
just
about to
the
say,
best
if
meals.
you're not eating good, then you got some problems. He doesn't like you.
Right. Oh man, but no, I can't wait to get in the studio with you guys because it's like,
man.
the storyline that I want to put together, and it's like, I think I want to go more like it's going to be more like a horror type pain type storyline, but very familiar to Kendrick Lamar album.
The new one?
Oh yeah,
the new one.
Yeah, not similar to what he's doing, but
I know
that pain that's
I
coming off of it. Yeah.
He's been developing that for a while.
Yeah.
So he's able to tie in, he's got every single album he's released has some sort of story.
I
behind
damn
it.
near have his whole album in
then,
my playlist.
Everything kind of ties together.
It's between him and Jack Harlow for me. Both of their albums were
Jack Harlow's album was pretty fire.
Jack Harlow's album was really cool. I like Pharrell a lot, and he had some influence on a couple of his songs, and to my knowledge, and
I was just listening to Post Malone's new album that just came out.
I haven't heard.
I haven't heard that one yet.
It's pretty. I like that it's him. You know, it's
Yeah.
him actually doing what he wants, and he's only chosen like a couple producers, and it's a bit more slower pace. You can tell. I could tell. Where's he at? Like Montana, Oklahoma, now, something like that. I could tell that that's influenced him a lot there too.
A little more
Probably
country.
grounded him a little bit more. I
I'd
would
say
say.
so. Yeah. So it's good. I know a lot of people were saying, like, "Oh, he fell off." And it's like, well, no, he just doesn't have a label to back up the marketing now
Right.
to push all that.
Yeah.
But everyone knows about Post Malone, so it's kind of like he's like, well, if you mess with me, then you're gonna come listen to it. And
Yeah, I
if
think
not, whatever.
there's a modern day formula to getting to that point because
Yeah.
you could start with the record label, get known and all that, and then fulfill your contract with your record label, and then do your own stuff
Yeah.
because then people know you already, right? So you can drive like Kanye. Like Kanye did his release strictly through his sampler,
Yeah,
his little
platform.
his own platform. So if you were able to buy the sampler, you'd get what was that?
Dawn to 2.
2. Yeah, if you bought the sampler machine.
But then that's kind of like because we now have our own platform too. So like no matter what, like it's gonna be on all platforms, but we'll have all the songs also on our
Personal
own platform to release, and you can purchase it off our own platform. You don't gotta go to like Apple or iTunes. You can just directly from us get
That's
the
good.
album or get the song, and then it just comes.
Now, without revealing anything, y'all spoke on the Kanye West with the stem player and everything like that. Do y'all have like innovative ways that you guys are gonna like put, not this album, but just
Future
like future
albums.
projects
Yeah.
and stuff like that? Because I'm with Kanye West on that, like trying to do something a little different. That's because you got to think about it. If anybody has that Dawn to 2, they sitting with the album for the longest time until he actually release it, and that can be some gold because you have the first
It's
one.
worth something.
Yeah.
Currency.
Yeah. You guys, are y'all working on anything like?
I'd say on the short term, kind of right now, the shirts definitely. Each one is kind of different, individualized right now. But then once we start like really rolling them out, it's going to be uniform kind of. This is the shirts, this is that. Which our website's like that. So then there's that way. As to other things, I think we're just gonna have our own platform. Our website now to kind of roll that stuff out. We've been getting a lot of people adding to our email list, and then you get a free song download when you join that too. So,
Dope.
so incentives, to
Okay, here's free game. Here's free game. As you used to saying that, make, I guess, a limited amount of necklaces.
that's what there is a
Have a
limited
QR
amount of,
code
yeah.
in the thing,
That's when we first released,
and it's got the whole album, but only to that link.
yeah.
That's just.
No,
I'm telling it on
That's a good
everybody.
idea,
If
yeah.
y'all take it out, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm
Limited
just
edition
saying
type
something
stuff.
that is like weird and different that people can get a hold of.
You got to
and
be
get
like that
one of-
nowadays,
Yeah.
though, really, because if you want to stick out, then you got to be weird and different, and we're talking about doing some pop-up shows just randomly and around town, just all of a sudden, boom, we're going to be in a park somewhere.
Or boom, like
Yeah,
we're up in this town, Cat is doing this.
I want to do a warehouse party, bro.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Warehouse party would be the littest thing.
it'd be
Just
really fun.
Simple. Just a beer and water, beer and wine, no
If
liquor.
we can bring a house
Some
party
food. I'll
back.
make some food. That's what I'm saying. Just a house, like a big.
Speaking of which, actually,
Oh yeah,
we do have a house party coming up
this Friday
for our release. We're going to be DJing our whole album.
Yeah.
Where at?
Well, I'll send you the address and everything.
Are there going to be performers?
From the album.
Performers will be there, but I haven't really talked to them. Maybe they'll be willing. I'm sure they'd be more than willing to, kind of perform a little
Y'all
bit.
gotta hit me up more, man. We got cameras and stuff. We wanna.
You could have your.
I'm ready to roll these bad boys out. Like,
Alright.
of course, we've been doing podcasts for the
Yeah, yeah,
longest.
yeah. But you want to?
I'm ready to, like, put the.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
Fuck all
Get in the
that,
okay?
feel. Yeah.
Everybody's doing these open mics and this and that and the third. Great, awesome. Done it a billion times. I'm
I
tired.
want to
of
run
it.
a concert. Damn it.
Let's go. Like, you guys got the equipment. We have ours on our end.
And I'd say I think
and
we
do
have
a
the
full
artists.
production.
You got your full album. Just run your full album. Have the guests come on, running like
Well,
a
I
Gen
mean,
Z
we'll-
concert.
We'll have multiple artists though too that
That's
we've
what I'm
recorded
saying.
with already. So like
That's what I
you
mean.
can get Chase Rhyme out there perform the whole album. Your Void got out there perform an album. You know, us, Reek, Jess.
Have them all just pull up, bro.
Yeah.
And just be a different person, come out, run like one of those festival type vibes, just outside.
We've been
food trucks.
That's been kind of in the back of our mind, just getting to that point so that it could be like Jet Fest or something.
Or if you could like run an NFT for your thing to be, because isn't there like that 17-year-old model or something, like photographer model? She runs NFTs and it's like a millionaire now just doing that. But like most like, but nowadays, like most artists or rappers now are using NFTs to fund their instead of going to the labels.
Right.
So the way I'd say we fund our stuff is through gigs, through merch, studio time, and fortunately everyone's been so supportive of our product and our craft that they keep coming back. They enjoy working with us, and the more we work together, the more kind of a friendship we build and a better relationship, and just the workflow gets better and better and better. So I'd say that's been a huge just plus for.
Let me set this up. If they watch this, that's great. Y'all usually do y'all bajaus every Friday, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. When you get your ass back here?
The 22nd, Wednesday.
The 22nd.
Because we could do, if you wanted, when we do our joint bajau, we could do maybe the first one being like playing the album.
Yeah.
Maybe to having some.
I'm not gonna be here because I have my mother's birthday.
He'll be back in time enough. That gives us enough time for promo all the way down. Yeah. So I'm thinking the 24th.
The 24th.
I can set up in here.
What day is that?
Friday.
Friday.
All y'all's bajau days.
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
That's in
I could pull up
2 weeks.
I could pull up.
Right.
Yeah, that's how long.
So it gives us enough time.
Next week we have a couple pop-up shows that we're going to be doing too. Our constant Saturday gig.
I'll pull up again with some wings or
We
something.
RSVP, keep it very low minimum.
I'll cook.
I'll clean everything out and we do something.
Return.
Now it won't be live because the internet.
No, that's fine.
No, that's fine.
But it will be recorded.
Yeah, and then we'll put it together and roll that out. It'll just be more and more and more.
This is a good space to utilize for all that too.
Yeah.
So quiet,
you
very
guys
close.
made it look awesome in here.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Honestly though, it looks so nice in here.
That's badass.
Just chill.
So I want to be able to do that and maybe get some. We got 2 weeks, so I'll get some stage lights and stuff like that. Really deck this thing out.
That'd be really tight,
I built
though.
this stage. I built that bitch in here.
With the cage.
Oh, I
Nah,
say
we
that
don't
for the
need
battles.
No, I'm saying that's
No escape.
Hey, but I'm still down for themes. I'm down I want to put some work in it. We're gonna do a party. Like I want to. Throw some sweat. I know that's stupid to be like, hey, you want to sweat, but I want to actually feel that we did some work.
Getting
Yeah.
That's the mentality we've had with like this whole project too. It's like, oh man, this is gonna take a little bit, and we gotta learn some more just to get what we want. But if we do this now, then every time after it'll be like,
so much easier.
I've done this before. But
exactly. That's why it took so long, because I learn new tricks every day. So it's like you gotta accumulate time, with time, and you gotta accumulate all these tricks that you learn every day. And then it's like, man, I got 17 songs I need to apply this to, especially old ones that I didn't know the tricks with. Took me forever.
And it's like clicking too. Like, I can go back to this one 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Finally fix it.
The idea was there. Now I got the ways to execute it. So.
Fucking tell me about it.
And it's like, thank God we didn't, get ahead of ourselves and just be like, oh, let's put this out. Because
the original release plan was to be at the beginning of February of this year.
Right.
That was the original plan.
That'd have been dope.
And but
something happened.
It wasn't something happened. It was just like we want to take time with everything and make sure we get everything right. Cross our T's and dot our I's, and
because we were the ones that put that pressure on ourselves. Like, no one's telling us when to release it,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, I got to put something out for the streets. The streets calling.
They need it right now.
You didn't see us posting promo about it. It's already been uploaded. It's ready.
It's been uploaded for a month already.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's another
promo?
thing. They
So it's not
uploading on the
last
same
minute.
day that
It's
they
not
say it was
last-
going to be
yeah, it's
dropping.
not-
That's
last
also
minute.
it depends on the service that they have too, because I know like for just the artist service, you can't really choose like I want it this day at this time. It's kind of like,
but it's more
when it
likely
rolls
to get
out,
to that day, like be on that day, the longer you have it
way
in advance.
ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
We
So
have
then,
the-
so then it actually comes out on the correct day,
Right.
and like you're not worried about it, you're not rushing it, and you have a whole time to like market it too, which is
Yeah.
what we did.
Send it to
You know,
editorial. Send it. Like,
yeah, we got our PR, we got all of our like advertising money all saved up and stuff, so we can actually spend good money on
Are
advertising.
y'all watching this episode?
Yeah.
Like, are people watching?
It's free game right
'Cause,
now,
like,
guys.
every
That's
time
what you're
somebody
supposed
sits
to
in
do.
these fucking seats, they say, "Here, nah, I gotta give them something, bruh. I gotta give them something for the streets." Man, they out there calling. They're hungry. Who?
No one. I've never.
Yeah,
No.
so we took a different approach, I guess, to that than a lot of people.
Different
Which is-
approach. The right approach.
Yeah, it is the correct approach. Yeah,
Like,
you got to be it just saves you from stress, really. Like,
Right.
There's like you said, you're the only one limiting yourself. So like if you set a time goal, like which I understand, like yeah, it's good. It's good sometimes, to set a personal goal and stuff like, oh, I want to get this and this done by this point and all that. But it's got to be realistic, man. And like when we sat down and we're like, yeah, that February release date isn't realistic, man.
Yeah.
Like I want to sit down and like get it right. And once we get everything right, then we come out with it.
Because y'all probably listened through the whole
Right.
thing and was just like,
Well, it was really
finished.
let's get everything done and everything fine tuned and make sure everything sounds great. And then a month from then we'll set our release
We
date.
didn't know the release date until
we were done with
Until we were
everything.
Until
done
you were
sitting
done
there about to
listening and-
upload.
Yep.
We're like, when do we want this out
Yep.
now? So,
So-
it was done, and then because whenever people asked, I would be like, oh, it's to be determined, to be determined, because I didn't know yet. So
fucking like that.
Yeah, so really, yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take another copy when y'all release y'all's. I'm gonna release just this piece to let people know this is like
How to properly
all you
release
youngins
it.
watching right now.
No,
this is-
no, old
Old
people too.
everybody.
You'd be very
Everybody.
surprised how many 33 and past is sitting here like, oh man, I gotta feed them, bruh. They out there waiting, man.
I get it. I get you get excited. You're confident in your piece, but then most of the work that gets done isn't the music making part. Unfortunately, it's mostly the business side. It's the marketing side. It's because you can
the
market,
side that people don't really want to do.
Yeah, because
Right.
Especially if they're independent artists.
Yeah.
Believe me, like we're figuring it out right now. Like, and we're going through the motions. It's
It's a
a
lot.
lot of work on the business
That's why,
side.
fortunately, I got my partner to help me.
Yeah, man.
do
You
some-
need
some of
someone
that,
else. You can't. It's almost physically impossible to do it by yourself.
unless you're like full 100%. This
Just
is my
me.
But then
job,
you
this is
burning
what-
out though.
Exactly. You
And
get burnt
exactly.
out.
You don't want to get burnt out either,
Yeah.
because then why'd you do all that work if you're not going
Right.
to do it? It's like pointless.
There's a lot of factors.
Headaches for days. I can't wait to get in the studio with you guys.
Yeah,
to do
man, I'm
my
excited,
album.
bro. Thank you for helping us out with all like everything. This
y'all
far.
been, like,
You know?
Look, and before we close this fucking thing out, like I met this guy and he's been solid since fucking when we was trying to do the turtle. You remember
Oh my
the
God,
turtle?
bro.
We was trying to come up with a building and we was just gonna call it Yellow Turtle or some shit. Like,
Dude, yeah,
didn't-
we were out. It was kind of like what 4 or 5 blocks away from here, really.
Yeah,
It wasn't really that far away. It's on 40, over on 41.
Right.
But it was like that whole like right behind the ticket clinic. I remember.
Yeah.
That shit. Me, you,
I
and
remember,
Lee.
I remember him
You and
showing
Lee
me that
watching.
spot.
Yeah. Ah man.
We were
was-
about it. No, we were about
we
it
was
for a while,
almost.
man. Yeah, that
And
was.
then what's the name had called me, and then that's when we went over to Social Music House, and then y'all went, but at the same time went through the same fucking gauntlet because we both
was
had
fine
the
because-
storage unit.
because,
Both had the same storage
because-
unit.
Yeah,
And
we
they both
didn't
had
have
the-
the same glow up, right?
Yeah.
And then here's funny too because it's like we had this spot and you all were looking for a spot and we were like, all right, well, we'll pay the favor back.
Like when they sit me down to do a VH1 or Vlad or whatever like that,
Yeah.
I would make sure I tell them. that story.
Dude, bro, we need a whole just one full episode on just the trials of the storage unit, bro.
yeah, dude.
Of like
Bro, that was
the trials, dude.
The
Like, all
hottest.
oh my god.
The heat.
Try having girls coming in and record in the studio.
We did. We was trying to hire somebody.
I don't think we ever had that.
We tried to hire somebody, and then she said,
I'm gonna go.
I'm
gonna go.
She wouldn't step her foot into the that little concrete piece.
I mean,
she stayed on the outside.
Don't get me wrong. I still get it with this place, but I get the call. I think I'm at the right place.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm like,
And
I guarantee you,
Yeah.
your ass is at the right place. I'll walk. I'll be outside.
Yeah.
I'll be outside. Same shit happen at storage unit all the time. This is just a storage unit. Yeah. Let me walk to the gate real quick.
I got
you
you.
in.
Did you use the bathroom before you came?
Yeah. There ain't no
walked in the
bathroom.
front-
Ain't no bathroom.
No bathroom.
So
None
where do
of
y'all
that.
go? We don't.
You know,
That's 7-Eleven.
I'm about to say if you go to 7-Eleven or
You just hold it.
There's
There's a corner over there.
2 or 3
sometime.
ways.
I now realize why people that are like rich as shit say that the best times is when they was poor.
Oh yeah, because it was funny as shit.
Good ass stories just to tell about, dude. Because like I got endless stories about that fucking.
Oh, my
about
goodness.
that fucking
Just
place.
Beads
bro.
of sweat. Like what time is it?
I got a video of him just
Yeah.
I mean, and one of
Why are we in here? Just
one
no
of-
AC.
in one of our music videos, you see this storage unit from because we took a plane and did a music video up in the plane and everything. But you see the storage unit from like way up there, and, and then you can see the other Martian spot too. So it's like,
perfect.
that's dope. So, little Easter egg in that one. Too.
humble beginnings. Anybody who's watching this, if y'all go through some hard times, y'all might hate each other, but boy, them gonna be some memories.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, man. Having to dump out that fucking basket full of AC water all
Yeah,
the time, bro.
yeah.
Fortunately-
Thanks for leaving that for us.
Hey,
That
y'all would have been burning the fuck
would have
up.
sucked so much, dog. That would have been awful, bro.
Died, bro.
Bro, my equipment wouldn't have survived that. It would have been. it
Oh,
would have been
that
dead.
was my first concern.
It would have been dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I mean, we've just had such a good partnership. I mean, we've never really had any like arguments or butted heads or anything like that.
Same with him,
really.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Typically
even-
on the same page with stuff, you
even
know.
when we were about to decorate our studio, we were like, "So what kind of vibe you want?" And then we're both like, "Maybe like some vines." And then he's like a jungle. I'm like, "Yeah." And then it was literally like the same idea, you know, the same kind of flow, the same vibe, and we didn't even talk to each other about it. It's just like, "What do you think?" And then it's just the same, you know. So
I feel like y'all are like the Golden State Warriors type team
yeah.
aspect
Oh,
because
yeah.
y'all no, one don't conflict the other.
No,
Me and him, we conflict all the time, but
that ain't a
it's
bad
good-
thing though.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
yeah.
we're getting
Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah,
Because you guys,
Kobe and Shaq.
you guys can
still
build
getting
off
rings.
each other though. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
because
you know?
he knows I'm not like angry with
Yeah,
him.
and the same
It's-
thing, man. Like, cause I challenge.
Okay,
him to
okay,
stuff,
then,
too.
okay.
You know, it's
Oh,
not.
yeah, all right.
It's
Well, I
not
wouldn't call
just.
him, like,
It's
yeah,
not even a
it's-
challenge, really. It's more like a. Did you think about it like this way?
Right,
instead?
right.
You know, like
right.
Yeah.
different vantage point.
Yeah,
Because like I come from a different background than him.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like my schooling and stuff. You know, I'm more of a business mind. You
That's
know,
why I like
and like
shit.
and
you
mine's
know,
is I'm like
Yeah,
out
and
there
I-
in it to do it.
Yeah, and I have he has his business degree. I have my psychology degree.
I mean,
so
and it helps
kinda-
out a lot because, like, I think of, all right, well, you know, on the business side of things, this needs to be done. This needs to be done this way,
and
and
then
only this way.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
then I'm
know?
like, well, what kind of person is this? What are they? You know, what are their back? What's their feelings?
Okay, I'm you.
But then you
basically in
but-
this group in the parallel universe. I'm you, but he comes in with the
in
business.
the rules, though, I don't care about the people because the rules set it in
even
place.
though
Though I can't. It's
you
the
still-
rules, though.
You still have to because even though the rules are the rules, that person is thinking another way, and you might have to like veer a different like energy going towards that
But
person.
luckily, we got our partners to,
What you here
know,
for?
to help ground each other's thoughts.
Because
you
he'll be
know?
like, "Yeah, we should go talk to him. Don't talk to him. He gonna snap. He gonna probably snap your neck."
Cause
You right?
We've been friends since before we started music. I mean, we were probably friends. Let's see, like 3-4 years before.
Easily, man.
Yeah.
Easily. So,
Okay.
yeah, before we even thought about starting a business together, we
So
were already
there's still
friends.
all
So,
that, like-
psychologically, it really helps, you know.
I
And
don't think I would have been friends with him at a younger age.
no.
I was too
rich.
I was too wound up type.
I'm sorry. I said I was
He lived
rich.
out in the in the
rich.
ranch land. and-
Yeah.
We wouldn't.
I didn't fucking rich. I didn't consider him. I didn't consider any or didn't get mad at anybody that was like rich. It was how snooty they was with it is my problem. Like have wealth, but just know that at any point in time, God can just come and snap that motherfucker out here. And if they was just flossing a little too much, I'm like, this motherfucker. So 9 times out of 10, I'll probably be done snapped his neck. But in this world, as I'm starting to grow and trying to be better, less fighting, but more thinking and more philosophy.
That's my.
I'm trying to make
I
sure
also have that.
how you thinking when you do it towards me. Because if you say something negative towards me, why did you say that? Not necessarily. I know you're trying to hurt.
Well, and the
me,
good part
so
about
why?
being in a partnership like, you know, y'all are and we are is that, like, each other, like, the way you think kind of rubs off on each other, you know? So, like, you know, maybe I'm a little more psychologically inclined to think about certain situations rather than business when I'm like, I put that
I'm a
aside.
little more reserved now.
You know, yeah. And then, you know, maybe sometimes he thinks sometimes think of more business-like than that, so which is good. So, you know, when you're on your own, you know, you can kind of bring the best of both worlds, and, you know, it always helps to have somebody think a little differently than you as a partner.
There you have
Can't
it,
have
guys.
the same group thought as a cancer, man.
There you have it,
Yes,
guys.
men.
You need your best team.
Yep.
You need to have a good work ethic. You need to be straight up. I will say that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Be realistic
Honestly,
about it.
And not take it personally either.
It's constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Not take it personally either.
Yes.
Because
There's
it's
been
for the
plenty-
better.
There's plenty of times where, like, say, like, I'm trying to lay something down, and then Cam will just be like, all right, dude, move. And usually if you're out from the outside, like, you'd be like, damn, he just told him to get out and see him move. But for me, I'm like, oh, he's got something in his head. All right, bro. Get in on it.
They're not seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
And
Like the other night, dude, in the session, I didn't even explain what I wanted to homie. I just went and did it myself.
mm-hmm.
I was like, this is what I heard, and you do with that what you will. And it ended up staying on the final cut. So I was like, hell yeah.
I'm trying to get in that mode of the finish thing. Me and Gabe don't have that. I have it with her, but the problem of the matter is I've been so used to being by myself, and when she grabs something, I lost. It's lost. I'm like, oh my god, oh my.
But it's not like that.
It's not
Y'all-
because beforehand I've always just make sure
Because
that
y'all
all
on
my-
the same team.
It's
y'all
more
trying to get
it's
to
more
the same
psychologically
goal.
you're thinking like that still, just because you've been thinking like that for a while.
To me, I'd
Yeah.
say it's more of like you're passing the ball to your teammate, and they have the opportunity to score, but you're still making points for your own team.
I wouldn't say so much like that. That's how I got that with him. But with her, it's more kind of like if you're a fan of wrestling, when they tag, they'll tag themselves in instead of getting the actual tag.
I got
And
you.
then
That's like
it's more like
a trust. Like
but I'm not trusting it yet.
I got you.
Because I have to pay attention to so much. This like mess up one time, especially if we're live. I think my best and favorite thing to do is do like if we're doing skits or something that has to get post edited, you'll get a little more freedom out of me. But if we're in live motion,
I get that.
it's hard to let go and say, hey, Ash, you can.
It's true. There's
take
a lot of moving parts.
Yeah,
you
there's
know?
so much, and you can
Yeah.
just fuck up at any point in time. So I'm just trying
I'm
to.
like,
Just trust me.
get over it. Let me do it.
I think that just comes with
Shut
building.
your ass up.
I think it just comes with building more rapport. The more time
That's
you work
what you meant to
together,
say.
the more you understand that person too.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, if it was like, you know, if Cam might have been like, "Move, bro,"
You would take it a different way.
Maybe, you know, because we didn't have all that rapport before.
Yeah.
But from now,
Now it's just the magic, bro, and it's
Yeah.
just like, you know, we've made so many different custom songs for people, and you know he has an idea, and
yeah, we made the TV Nerds one
just
for y'all. So.
step it up. You know, it's like I hear something, I'm like, all right, dude, I can't even explain it to you. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
That
do it.
part.
And then you take that and you do whatever you want to do
That's
with
where
that.
the trust comes in. Where I'm like, all right, here you go.
That's cool about it though too, because we each build up. You know, we build off of each other. It's not like, you know, it's not detrimental to anything. You know, I'll get on there and he'll be like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome. Now I hear something totally different." And boom, whole different part of the song, you know, or a switch or something comes to mind, you know, just because I added that one piece. So it really just helps a lot, you know. So
Teamwork.
Yeah.
That's
Makes
what we learned on
teamwork.
this episode, man. Teamwork. Give me y'all social media handles, and also make sure y'all tell them where to find this album when it drops.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joint Empire Troop, Jet. You can find us literally anywhere. Instagram.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Facebook. Pandora Radio,
Your mama's Botox.
the dark web.
Oh, it's there too? Shit.
No, it's just joinempiretroop.com.
Okay.
But yeah, Lost in Space comes out June 10th. It's this Friday. We're going to have a pretty cool release party going on for that. You're going to see us popping up other places.
Talk about that later.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to have merch for sale. You seeing the shirts that we're all
Shout out to
wearing?
Sayajinka
Yeah.
for the designs.
Um,
Enjoy.
Those are all for sale too. So yeah, and just get ready to be lost in space. Our animations at the end of it, it's going to be a full episode, about like 30 minutes, a cartoon episode.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm talking about.
And no matter where you start it, at the end of it, it loops back to the beginning. So it's a closed.
So it doesn't really matter.
Look at him being smart.
So-
Okay.
It goes a
There we
little
go.
deeper. That's that little deep thought.
And catch us every Monday, 5 o'clock. We post up our next webisode. Next week, it's the wing competition that we had here.
Okay.
Friends coming into the studio, us working on Lost in Space. So
DJing.
gigs.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's a fun time. Bajow.
Can't wait. 24th.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Flying
24th.
back just for that.
It's been over a year since we've started Bajow. I think even more than that.
It's been a little longer than a year, man, but it's been steady
I
going.
remember the remnants of it because I kept bringing in. Me and him would bring in like big ass drinking ones. Just like, why y'all just got that? I was like, we just
I
on
don't
the
know,
podcast,
man.
just
Yeah,
drinking,
right.
just doing nothing.
Whatever. We're sipping on it, you know?
Yeah, I need to bring that back. We haven't had wine on the podcast in a little minute since we had the storage unit.
I'd bring. What are you talking about? I brought wine like 2 or 3 times.
When we were on Bajow.
We've had like, but I'm saying like the big one, the big one that they
Like Bajow wine.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
we've been getting them little small bottles from Aldi's, man.
I brought the soju. That's wine.
You did bring the soju.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember the soju.
hit them with your socials, man.
It's Gabe's stomach. You know what I'm saying? TV nerds, and that's what it is on everything. That's it. Gabe's stomach.
EX3. Y'all need videos, y'all need graphics, y'all need whatever the fuck y'all want. Anything as far as entertainment, I got you. Y'all hit your boy up. Aside from that, we got 3 more days. So if you trying to enroll your kid into the summer camp program, y'all better hurry the fuck up.
Oh, we got merch.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. We
Thanks,
got
guys.
merch. You got the first. Well, now you got the first one. You got like the 5th one.
Yeah.
Well, is that you getting back at us because we got you the second one?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No hesitation.
Yeah. Like, man, fuck them. They get the 5th. This is, I don't know what show this is.
Intellectual
we just
nonsense,
closing
son.
it. No, it's not because we never opened it up. They're gonna
We
be using
didn't.
this.
The Joint Empire
yeah.
Troop interview.
The Joint Empire Troop
Bajow
interview.
intro,
oh,
son.
the Bajow interview.
The Bajow intro.
There we go.
This is
Welcome.
it. This starts the Bajow. Because we're going to do it on the 24th again, right?
Yeah. If you would like to
Bajow series.
perform on the 24th, y'all hit these boys up. I am not controlling none of
Yeah.
that.
Don't hit me up.
Don't hit
either.
me up.
Don't hit.
Hit
I
us
won't.
up.
I won't even. I won't even pass it on. Don't even look to me to pass it
Yeah.
on.
That's where we come in.
Right. I'll be here with the cameras. Ashley, close me out.
Just tell me what you want to eat.